Overall, 10 out of 10, I will make again. Hey everyone, Dave here, and yes, I know my apron is kind of ridiculous, so let's just cover that first. I saw it at Star Wars Land in Disney, and I was like, I want it. It says Droid Depot, like you build a little R2-D2, and it's like, it's a little small on me, and it looks a little ridiculous, but we're gonna go with it anyways, and today we're gonna cook something that's going very viral all over the interwebs, sizzling garlic spaghetti. We're gonna do it with a twist. We're gonna upgrade it a little bit. It's not fully keto, but actually if you do keto and you watch this channel, I'm sure you can figure out ways to make it keto, like swapping out the noodles for keto noodles. But we gotta try this. It is going viral and I can't wait to see what it tastes like. Okay, so again, like I said, we're gonna elevate this a little bit. The base recipe is super trendy right now, and we're gonna take that and make it even better. We're gonna start off with the zest of some lemon, or a lemon, not some lemon, a singular lemon. How much do I need? I don't know. That's already a lot of zest. I'll get a little bit more. I got a zest for cooking today, you know? We also need 3/4 cups of grated parm. And so I'm thinking, I already made this dish dirty. Why not use the zester to grate the parm? I've done it before. It works good enough. So we're just gonna grate up 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. Ow. Well, I don't think that's 3/4 of a cup yet. What do you think? A little more. I could measure it. That would be the right thing to do. We'll do that. Hold on. That's like the one measuring cup I can always find because it's like the most useless 3/4 cup. Let's see if this is 3/4 of a cup. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe a scotch more, There we go. And then we're gonna add to that a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. All three of those things together. Oven gets preheated to 375, and then we're gonna mix this all together. You can use like a fork or your hands or whatever. I'll try 2 forks, you know? I should have put it in a bowl. Obviously, a plate makes no sense whatsoever, but I don't always make sense when I do stuff. So what this is, if you couldn't tell, because it is kind of a weird way to start sizzling garlic spaghetti, we've started in a weird spot. This is one of the upgrades we're gonna try. We're gonna try it plain, but we're also gonna try it upgraded. And part of the upgrades that we came up with, we being me and ChatGPT, which I'm telling you, I'm about to give up on ChatGPT. It is getting dumber and dumber by the day. And I know it's gonna hear me in the future and take me out like in Terminator. So, you know, sorry AI. We're gonna put a parchment paper on a cookie sheet, and we're just going to make little like heaping tablespoonful size dollops essentially on our cookie sheet. We're making parm crisps, okay? So if you've been on keto or anything like that, you're very familiar with parm crisps. And this is actually just a fun recipe to try. Even if you don't want to make the pasta, just make these little parm crisps because they sound incredible. Lemon pepper parm crisps. I've never heard of it, never tried it, but it smells really good. And I imagine it's gonna taste really good too. So preheat your oven to 375, put your little piles of parm on there, clean up your mess, and then we're gonna throw it into the oven to cook those up. And those will go in the oven 375, 6 to 8 minutes. Now, while we wait for that, we need to get ready to actually make our fancy dancy pasta. And this is a sizzling garlic pasta. So obviously garlic's gonna be a key ingredient. It says 6 large cloves. Obviously I have very tiny cloves here, so I might need more than 6. I don't know, would you call that a big clove or a small clove? I'm gonna say they're kind of small. Weigh in the comments below. I'll probably just do this whole little nodule of garlic, head of garlic, what do you call it? Now we've dabbled in quite a few viral recipes on this channel, such as Marry Me Chicken, a chicken feta pasta or whatever. No, it wasn't chicken, it was just like baked feta pasta. That was delicious. I've actually made that probably 50 times since I made the baked feta pasta video. Marry Me Chicken, the same, Marry Me Steak. So we made all types of fun viral recipes, and I'm ready to try this one and see. So what we're looking for here is thinly sliced garlic. That's what we're trying to get without cutting our finger. So we're just gonna literally cut up some thin slices of this, like so. So this is kind of all we need. You can get a little parsley too, but we're gonna need some butter, some good olive oil, some flaky salt, some garlic, and some pasta. Or like I said, if you're on keto, I'm sure you could do something like zucchini, something like that. Something to imitate pasta. So we're gonna set that over here. We're gonna need all that for our recipe. All right, so we're gonna get some water on the stove here, put some salt in it, and get it up to boiling. Literally just cooking pasta al dente, like you always would. Just straight up normal pasta. All right, so listen, I may have forgot to set a timer for the parm crisps, but actually they look okay. Yeah, I think we're good. They worked out anyways. So these are hot, let me set them aside. So one of the little twists we're gonna put on this, other than the parm crisps, is we're gonna try to do a bit of a hot honey. But for that, we're gonna need 3 tablespoons of honey, like so. A half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, like so. And then into that, we're gonna add a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Actually, it's supposed to be a half teaspoon, so ours might be a little extra apple cider. And then we're gonna, you know, stir that up. And then we are gonna like throw that in the microwave to make it much looser, but not yet, not until the pasta's done. Let's try these Lemon-Parmesan Crisps, see if they came out good. Yeah, those are tasty. Ooh, the lemon. Lemon zest doesn't have carbs, does it? So if you wanted to do that on keto, you could do that. Maybe it's got a little carb, but that's actually quite delicious. We're just letting our water boil. We're gonna cook our pasta as instructed on the package till it's al dente. So our water's at a boil and we're gonna throw our pasta in, but I did wanna say this recipe is for half a box of pasta, so 8 ounces, not 16. So that's just FYI. If you wanted to do a full box of pasta, you would just double the rest of the stuff. So I'd say that's probably half our box right there. Pull that out, maybe a little more. Don't break the pasta, that'll make everyone mad, Dave. And then we put it into our boiling water, and somehow we'll use this wooden spoon. We gotta get it all submerged here. There we go. Get in the water, you pasta. Is that what you guys do? Did I do it right? Let me know in the comments if I screwed it up. I certainly don't claim to be a professional cook, guys. You know that. So al dente, the box says, we're gonna go with 8 minutes and see how it comes out. Our pasta's almost done over here. Once it is, we're gonna strain it, but we're not gonna rinse it. And then we're gonna do something really weird, which is what makes this viral and maybe makes it great, we'll see. All right, so my timer went off. We're gonna take our pasta and strain it. I set it into our bowl here. Just don't mind my pot. It's a nasty old pot, but it does the job. We're then taking a saucepan type thing, such as this one, right here, and we're putting a 1/4 cup of olive oil into it and heating up that olive oil. We don't want to burn it, we don't want it to smoke. We want it to just start getting shimmery and such. While we wait for that to happen, we want to take that fancy garlic we had and just kind of set it, you know, thinly sliced on top of the pasta. We're also taking a tablespoon of unsalted butter, and we're gonna let the pasta melt that, hopefully. I don't know, maybe just kind of tuck it inside, like so. It's just hiding in there, like a little baby. If you want, you can add some red pepper flakes here. Got my cheese on standby. Oh, all right, so that is smoking. I think that's bad, I got distracted. I tend to get distracted when cooking. Yeah, if the olive oil smokes, you ruin the olive oil, so we're not gonna use that olive oil. I gotta try again, but pay attention. All right, let's try it again, Dave, try it again. 1/4 cup of olive oil into a pan. We can do this. We're not gonna mess it up this time. Gonna spread it out all over there. You can see it, right? Yeah, close enough. All right, it's looking like it's ready to go. And so this is like supposed to be the big moment where you dump the olive oil onto the pasta. Hopefully it sizzles. It did sizzle. All right. We're supposed to toss it quickly with tongs to coat it. These are not tongs, but they are, it is a fork. It is a fork. Now we're supposed to put some flaky salt on it, although maybe I was supposed to do that before the oil, I'm not sure. Not super clear. And add some Parmesan grated as well. And that's kind of your basic sizzling spaghetti that's trending right now. Now you can obviously add our upgrades that we did, which we will try. We're gonna try it like this too, because this is just the base sizzling spaghetti that's viral, and I'm gonna see if it's delicious. I wanna kind of get a garlic piece in here. Where'd they all go? They're hiding on me. I bet it's gonna be real garlicky. How big should my forkful be? Probably not this big. Here we go. Mmm. Oh, wow. That is delicious, guys. It is viral for a reason. Generally, if something's viral, it's because it tastes amazing. This definitely is up there in the amazing taste category. We can add our Parmesan crisps, but I kind of want to try each upgrade on its own and see if it's really an improvement, but not spoil the pasta if it's not. So one of the things I had to do is make these lemon Parmesan crisps, like so, and just kind of break them up and try them with the pasta. So we're going to try that first and see how that came out. Feedback on that, it is an upgrade. It is better like that than without that. So I do recommend making the Parm crisp if you have a lemon in the time. It doesn't take much and it's delicious. Now I've just put hot honey or whatever into the microwave for 20 seconds. Put a little more of the pasta, the sizzling pasta on there, sizzling spaghetti as we call it. And then we're gonna pour some of this hot honey on it and mix that up and try that and see if that's an upgrade. This can be spicy. Yeah, that's a lot. It's delicious though, wow. Hold on. So that's tasty. Let's add the Parm crisps as well. Maybe the ultimate dish is to do it all. Oh my gosh. Whew. That's got a lot of goodness going on. It's like got a good kick. It's got a punch. That's delicious. A little spicy though. If you don't like spice, skip the hot honey because it is a little hot, but it tastes really good. So it's up to you. Overall, I love sizzling spaghetti. That's what I've learned today. It's a delicious, delicious recipe. Overall, 10 out of 10. I will make again. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see you next time.